Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Looks like we're live. I got to double check that here in a minute, but we are
I see the
live
on air
with
sign.
what's that? You can
I
check
see
it.
the on air light.
Let's see. So it's the Weiner and Wulf show with, unfortunately, the Wolf couldn't be here. Beowulf is stuck
He's off
working.
doing wolf stuff.
He's off doing the Wolf stuff. That's correct. So we bought the next best thing. We bought Tricky from Run DMC, but just he doesn't have a tan. So we're gonna we're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna try to have fun, kill the hour. Like I said, Justin can't be here because he did, and he announced it on. So it's a Facebook official. He announced he got a promotion with the Sheriff's Department. Awesome, congratulations to him. He still will be on. He was on Tuesday night, in case you guys didn't see, on Joker's show, Players Wanted show, where we talked about Shot Show and talked about Crescent, which Joker just acquired back on January 1st, and they're having their first event this weekend over there. It's not a there's the Beeve. The Beeve showed up.
It's always a good time when Beaver
They're having
shows
the
up.
first event at Crescent. Yeah, when the Beeve shows up, that's right. We're gonna get him on the show one time too. We'll have the Beeve Wiener Hour. The Beaver Wiener Hour. There you go. Trying to see if I got anything.
We're, we're
Download.
going to retitle that one Intercourse.
Yep. And the good thing we're not going after, making this thing, what is it?
Marketable, monetizable.
Monitor, monetizable. Yeah. Good thing we're not making the show. I know Mark is real keen on that, doing that he's almost at 100,000 followers for his
That's
YouTube channel. He's at 600,000 on his TikTok channel. So I'm going, but he's been doing it for about 3 years now. I think he's on, I forget what number show he's on. We're on 25 today. We hit the quarter of 100, 25 today.
I get the
So
big
25
25.
good shows. What's that? Yeah, you get to be the big 25. There you go. The big quarter 100. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I got some other. Steve Ash is come out of the woodwork. He is back.
Oh, I'm glad to
And
hear that.
yep, he is back, and he is going to work. We had a thing back in that we tried to do just before Christmas to have somebody do an intro and outro for the show, for the Wiener Wolf show, and we didn't get any response back. And then all of a sudden, Steve Ash turned up, came out of the woods. He's been living, hiding in protest, I'm sure. No, he's been dealing with a lot of family stuff going on. But anyway, Steve Ash came out, and I asked him, and he goes, "I can do it." I'm like, "Really?" So all I got to do is find the time where I can get him all the uh, the sponsors for NuBreed and sponsors for Shadow Legion, get them the images and stuff for that, and then he's going to create us a intro and outro, kind of like what End of Airsoft has with Papa, and then what Players Wanted has with his show, which I'm on all the time, and my job is to cause chaos on the show and uh, make the squirrel come out, where he's looking around and can't figure out what the heck just happened with the show, why it derailed. So that's my job over there. So we have my own show. So, anyways, welcome, Tricky, Mr.
Thank you.
McWilliams, to the Wiener Wolf Hour. Um, I was talking to Justin today, and he said you'd be a good candidate to come on as the sidekick for today. So thank you very much.
Well,
That's
I
awesome.
appreciated it. I try and be I try and be Bayo's sidekick as often as I can, as often as I'm needed.
That's cool. So tell me a little about yourself. So you're part
Uh,
of Shadow Legion?
So I'm part of Shadow Legion. I am the 41st member of Shadow Legion globally. I've been playing Airsoft off and on since 2003, so longer than some of the kids around have been alive. I'm running the same M4 that I ran when I first started in 2003, 2004. When I was in college, there was a I was in a military school in college, and the one of the guys in my company invited us out to say, "Hey, you want to play airsoft?" It sounded like a much more realistic battle scenario than all of the training that we were doing Monday afternoons in the field. Flat piece of grass has nothing in common with real terrain. So we played in a at a field that is still going strong. It's been uh, going for its 27th year, I believe. So much respect to the longevity of that field to continue to work. Um, and Left airsoft for a while, but I decided it was a way to kind of get back into fitness in general, and and found some great camaraderie with Shadow Legion. One invited me to come and play. I ran into him just randomly on Facebook and invited me to come out. After my first or second game with Shadow Legion, invited me to join, and haven't looked back since. I've played at 4 or 5 large milsim events specifically with Shadow. Most of those were Third Coast events. Of course, the other one was Bayo's own Future Wars event, and responsibility that has been asked of me from the time that I've been there, and yeah, try and the as much joy and uncensored humor as I can.
Sweet. While you're giving us a little bit about yourself, I went and double checked, and we are definitely on YouTube, and we are definitely on Facebook. So everything is streaming live. The only thing I don't know if happened, I don't know if it was advertised well or not. I know Emma and Christian both did a good job of putting it out there, but I'm only seeing. Oh wait, we're up to 2 now. We got 2 people watching the show.
Excellent.
One on,
I didn't see
both on NuBreed Airsoft YouTube.
Woo!
Say, oops, you're gone blurry. Your screen's gone blurry. Fuzzy.
All right.
Let's see.
I moved.
You moved? Move back. Your face is fuzzy. You're trying to hide.
I'm not trying to hide. I just have. No, camera's looking all right.
Well, just a little fuzzy. But it could be mine. Could be restream. Who knows? But that's fine. We can hear you very well.
Yeah.
Hear you good. What happened here? January 27th. Wait, what was that? Oh, that was Mark's. Okay. I'm looking at my YouTube page there, and I see it was doing a countdown. I said, what is that? Oh, that was from the show from Tuesday night. So anyways,
the only thing I can see, how can I share the stream in like to another chat? So like I want to
what you do is
drop it in my team Facebook chat.
You just do a copy the link. I guess is what I don't know where it's at, or I can send it to you. Let's see if I can find it here.
Well, like I copy the URL that's in my URL bar.
Yeah. Well, what's in your URL? What I sent you, whatever's in your URL bar, that'll work because that's a. Hang on, let me see something here. Nope, that looks like that may be the link to join. Okay, Studio Restream EDC. No, there. Let's see here. There should be a way to share. Down here on the. Whoops, why does this keep showing up? I don't.
Yeah, that's the stream to share. That's
share screen. Invite guests. That's invite guests. Let's see settings. YouTube private chat. You know what I'm gonna do here? Let me do this. I'm gonna post this in the link, and then you can copy it because you can see the chat, right?
Yeah, I can see the chat between you and me.
Yeah, okay. So then what we'll do is this. Let me click on this here. Whoops. There's a share right here. One share comment. Where is that? Like, why is it not? Okay, it must be up here in the corner. There we are. There we are. Edit, copy link. Here we go. Link copied, and I'm gonna put this right here. Paste. I can also send it to you. That should be for the stream. That's for the stream, and then I'll post it here in your. Where'd you go? Oh, I lost your chat. Let's see. There you are, and I'll post it here too, so you can copy and paste. And that's for the Facebook one, and then I can do the YouTube one, which is probably easier for everybody. Oops, where'd you go? You're over here on this page. I got 3 big monitors. I got what have I got? 32 in the middle, 32 curved screen, and I got 2 standard 32 inches on the sides. So I've got 3 big monitors. And it's almost low. I need to push them back and put them up on the wall is what I need to do. So there's that. And then I'm going to share this. Copy. This is the YouTube. I'll put this in here so people can share it. Beaver. Let's see. Paste. That's the YouTube link. So you can watch it on YouTube. And then I'll send this to you. Yeah, Steve has not been on for a couple hours, so we probably won't see him tonight. Paste. And there's the YouTube link. That help?
It certainly does.
Good deal. And then also, I do have Shadow Legion's page on here. Yeah, I've got them. Their Facebook, your guys' Facebook page is on here. I don't think I have. I don't know if you guys have a YouTube page or not. I know I've got 5 on here, and 2 of them are your channels, so I don't know which ones. I don't know which one it is. But anyways,
But at some point a while back, the Bayo was kind enough to ask us to help out with some of the social media parts for the team,
cool.
and I don't think YouTube was part of it.
Gotcha.
One interesting thing that we're doing, there's actually a new indoor arena that's opening not far from my house. Like it's opening between my house and my gym.
Is
And
that the
Monday,
one? Is that the one that's been called Doomsday also, or
yeah,
is that?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that's the
Yeah. And are they tied? I don't know if they're tied to the guys in Alabama or not. I think
they are not tied to anybody.
okay,
Uh,
because back in the day, I was Doomsday Airsoft in South Florida. I worked for those guys down in South Florida at the prison. It was different than the other two, also. So,
oh, excellent.
but I started out at the it was a force center down in Immokalee, Florida, and that's how I got my start in the milsim side of adminning. So I was actually the main 10 admin for a long time. That's how I got to meet Sal and everybody else, because Sal would come down and play there from TCA. He'd come down and play, and I would be his main admin for the tan side.
Oh, that's
So
excellent.
that's yep. So that's how I got into that, and then when they folded, I actually started NuBreed Airsoft. When they closed up, actually, I started another company before then. There were some issues with partner whatever, and then I went ahead and started NuBreed as a sole owner. So I have staff for us. It's just the cool part is I have a full-time job that I still enjoy. I've got about another 6 years till I retire. So NuBreed I can run as I go. It's not like a money maker for me. I bring it in mainly for the community to train the airsofters at the local airsoft fields or local, some of the bigger fields to be able to go up and play milsim, do the
Yeah,
milsim, and not be like in a shell shock or deer in the headlights when they show up at a milsim event. So that's why NuBreed was started.
that's
But
excellent that you have the on ramp from local field
yep,
to Milsim environment.
yep, correct. Because I still enjoy going to the local fields. Everything you've got, Black Tiger, you've got DV8, you've got down here in Florida we got a few. You've got Wayne's World or Warzone, I guess you can call it. They're doing their own Milsim-ish type events at their field now. I can't tell if it's a month, a couple months or whatever. But then, then you got the big dogs. Everybody from you got Players Wanted now who stepped into it with a full-on AO. You've got TCA who does stuff all over the country. You got Lions Claw does stuff all over the country. You got Milsim West, do stuff all over the country. All of them. There's plenty out there, plenty of different for what people like and want. And these companies have been around for a while. Mere Tactical, another one who's out there, does Milsim, but get some awesome AOs. And it's just I know I got to be missing somebody. You got
Have you ever heard of Centurion?
Centurion. That's what I was just thinking of. I had a brain fart on it. But Centurion was at the owners of Centurion were actually at the last in Blakely, Georgia, at um, oh, Christian, where are you at, dude?
Centurion does run some ads on a podcast that I listen to. They seem
Yep,
like they run some pretty interesting events.
they do. They're hardcore also. They're very hardcore with not live fire, but blank fire stuff, and as much as you can to make it realistic. I have not been to one of their events, Centurion events. I do want to go to a Centurion event. I met the owner at the last Blakely, Georgia, which was why can't I think of the name of what it was? Somebody will type it in here. I'm sure if we get a lot of chat. We have a lot of people in chat tonight. I don't even know where Anthony's at, where One Eye's at, because normally he's in here. CRISPR's usually in here too. He could be watching. So CRISPR's in here, and but everybody usually watches it after. Then I see the comments later. We got 3 people now one person on Shadow Legion watching, and then 2 people on a NuBreed YouTube channel. I can see that link over here. I cannot wait to get our intro and outro done here soon. Whoops, looks like YouTube what happened here? Did I hit it? I must have hit it accidentally because YouTube stopped running, but I hit it. That was me. Go back to live. There we are. YouTube runs about 10, 15 seconds slower. I think they have to monitor them and watch them.
Well,
Because
they have to monitor them. They have to figure out how they're going to monetize on their end, and then they got to figure out how they're going to push ads to the ones who are watching, and then they can actually show the video. So there's like
and
4 steps in the process.
And they do screen them. So if they see something they don't like, they'll pause it, boot you out or whatever. I mean, one of the big things is no pew-pews. You can't show off pew-pews and stuff. And I don't know whether I think it's more TikTok than it is YouTube, because YouTube shows a lot of stuff anyways with the airsoft community. But I think TikTok is the most strict. I don't have a TikTok channel. Do I have it? I don't believe I have a TikTok channel. Let's see what I got going on here.
I don't even have a
Let's see.
TikTok, much less a TikTok
Oh,
channel.
I have TikTok because I have lots of people. So one of them's not streaming, and that would be Beowulf shows off. Let's see if I can get it online. The Beowulf's page is offline right now for some reason.
Oh,
Yep, sending. There we go. Now it's going. Let's see what happened here. That could have been something I didn't click on. Nope, it says unable to connect. So
yeah.
Beowulf's SLO1 channel is not streaming. So we got the Shadow Legion channel on Facebook is streaming, and then my NuBreed YouTube and NuBreed Facebook and my Facebook. So all those are streaming. And there's ways for you to add when you come on. I think you can add your channels to it. So next time we'll know that for the next time you come
I see
along.
the ad channels.
Yep.
I'm between the 9 to 5 and taking care of Shadow Legions. I don't have time to have my own channels.
My job right now is so
channel.
busy. Plus with my, my promotion I got, so I'm like 10 times busier now. And also I help out more with Problem Call. I fix, if you didn't know it, I fix the mammography equipment.
Yeah, I heard somebody talking about you squishing breasts.
Yep, I squish. Well, I don't personally squish them, but yeah, I'm the tester when the machines break down.
Okay, so that explains some things there.
All right. So real quick, yeah, I can't, it's, I'm cautious when I'm on the stream about who I actually work for, the company I actually work for, because it is it is one or the top name in the industry. So as far as it goes for women's imaging and women's health and all that, and I'm doing that. I love doing what I do. As far as knowing I help save second base. So
hey, look, that's an important thing right there. Like
yes,
you are doing God's work.
That is correct. That's what I've been told.
I don't care what God's
I'm good at
you.
too.
You're doing God's work.
Yep. So let's see here. So okay, let's talk about. I'm going to give Players Wanted Mark Zarin some plugs right now because he's got a ton of events coming up. As a matter of fact, the Paranormal Activities is having an event this Saturday, which is the January 31st. So go to the Crescent Sanitarium. It's actually let me get the actual link for it here. Oh, you know what? I should have that in here. Facebook DQ Battlefield Orlando. Oh, there's the event. That's the next event we're going to come up with. Hang on a second. I got to go here. The captions. There we are. I got to put this in here because I am so honored to be a part of that he actually owns the prison. He's living in the prison right now too. He's in the warden's house. He's fixing up the warden's house and everything. They have a whole house generator right now, but they should have had power to one of the main buildings as of yesterday. So I haven't talked to Mark.
Awesome
I know he called me.
to be able to buy such a large piece of property and be able to A, run events, and B, actually be able to live on the property as well.
Oh, correct. And
Team Camo.
What's that? Copy.
Louis Marino.
Oh, Louis. Yeah, little Louis. Oh, Team Camo, because that's for our event coming up. Joker the Gangster. That's for the event. That's for the Gears of War event coming up in Orlando, Valentine's weekend, the 13th, 14th, and 15th of February. Awesome. Yep. So it's a week before. It's actually the week before Series Viking, which I'm going to. So my boss just gave me that off. And Monday's a holiday, in case President's Day on February 16th.
Yes, it is. Hey, trust me, I can tell you anything about federal holidays.
Well, you have banker's hours.
I literally have banker's hours. Yes.
That is correct.
Wiener's going to be your Valentine. Wiener's
yes.
Except
he's married.
Where's full of your Valentine right there.
Oh, that's too funny. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to post this for where's the page? There it is. Dink. And add.
If I've ever heard two man 110, that's better than two girls 1 cup. Actually, I don't know. Probably worse than two girls 1 cup.
I don't know. So that link right there on the page is where you go see pictures of the sanitarium of the prison up there, and also the upcoming events. So the 31st. What's that?
I just have one requirement for anybody who's going to have a game in a sanatorium. You have to play Metallica's Sanitarium at some point during the game. Over the PA system, yes, that is necessary.
Yep, bring your speaker, bring your Bluetooth speaker, and we'll play it. I'm sure he will. I know I'm going up there for a few of the events. I don't know which ones yet. I mean, he's got a full schedule coming up, but he has a lot of paranormal stuff going on. But his first Airsoft event is going to be Scorched Earth 3, the return, on March 20th at the Crescent Sanitarium there in Crescent, Pennsylvania. And then there's going to be but you can look and see. I'm more interested in the Airsoft and the paranormal stuff because the ghosts will be there while we're playing. And I met Harry the ghost there in the tunnels, not on purpose. And
The
then,
first couple of mill sims that I ever did were at a retired psychiatric hospital in Milledgeville, Georgia, and fuck yes. Sorry, am I allowed to curse on the show?
yeah, you can curse on the show. There's
All
no,
right,
I'm not worried about being
fuck yes,
demonetized.
the ghosts are fucking there.
Oh yeah,
I would not
you
step
talking?
foot. Like I was in the ward at the ground floor with the cells that had to be the
That's
solitary confinement shit like that. Like no, the creepiest feeling comes over you. I don't care if you're one person in a squad. I don't care if you're solo. I don't care if you've got the entire team with you when you walk over the threshold into those cells. That is a creepy feeling walking into a psychiatric prison.
oh yeah.
So yeah, I give
Well,
Mark all the props and best of luck for all of his events.
Milledgeville, you're talking about Bone Crusher, right? The TCA's Bone
Yes,
Crusher they had there. I've been there every one of them, from Bone Strike to Bone Crusher. And yes, that place is haunted too, but that place is awesome. I mean, you're too busy.
that place
That
is
that's not well, it was awesome because it got sold. So they're
well.
looking for a new Bone Crusher, and it looks like the next Bone Crusher. Let me see if it's in here. I don't think it's on the schedule yet. Nope, I don't see it on the schedule. So hasn't been announced yet, but I do know because he did announce it that Lions Claw will be doing an event up in Crescent. In shoot, I want to say I don't know. I can't quote that. I was thinking June, but that could be different. Could be a different story. What is going on with my phone? Oh, my boss. Uh-oh.
That's his boss saying that you no longer have the
A job.
the
Yep.
14th of February off. You no
No,
longer have the 22nd of February off.
FYI
You
incorrect.
no
Yep.
longer have any off. We now require that you work all the time.
Uh,
I don't know. I'm doing like the Force Jedi thing.
that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. It goes good on the show. Oops, somebody else chatted here. Let's see what we got. I'm looking at the chat. So Louis, like I said, Louis on here. 2 men. The sanitarium is a hike that I'm definitely trying to finagle. It's a long drive from Tampa. Yes, it is a long drive from Tampa.
Okay, Louis, I'm going to give you a pro tip on how you make those long trips happen. You ship your guns FedEx or UPS or DHL, whatever, I don't care, and then you fly. Then
Yep.
again, or if you're in my position, you just fly.
Yep. I've done that plenty of times, especially in Pennsylvania. I've flown up there, and what I do is usually because Mark's usually passing by where I live because he drives up 95. I give him a box with all my gear in it. He takes it up. Then I fly in, grab a rental, or we meet a bunch of other guys at the airport. We all drive down to the hotel and stay down there.
So one little thing that's outside that's a professional thing just yet. I'm working on my commercial pilot's license, so I
Ah,
basically live at the airport when my airplane's working. And last serious Viking, I was taking the airplane out to just punch holes in the sky, do some touch and goes. But I had just gotten off of work, and I work banker's hours, so I was dressed up looking like I work banker's hours. And I see these three guys walking off of a 172 in tan uniforms. They were in multicams. And as much as I just wanted to drop kick them because, chaos company, got in a bit of a conversation with them and found out they'd actually flown down from like West Virginia. And, it was excellent to like be in a semi-professional guys and see like all these other folks that are flying down. So absolutely, like taking yourself and flying yourself. Fly low and slow when we drive by them. Exactly. Yes, that's actually part of the plan for Serious Viking is if my airplane's running properly, for me to be in the airplane and just kind of fly over the field with the flaps out and the windows open, and I'm going to hold specifically my Mac 11. hold it out the window, and just spray and pray the whole time, the whole like 2.5 seconds, because a Mac 11, especially a green gas Mac 11, will empty a magazine. Oops, did I do that? A la Steve
Did
Urkel.
I do that? Did I do that? Yeah. Good gosh.
Watch me fucking friendly fire my entire side when I do that too.
That's true. Very true. Now I've flown in the helicopter before. I did down in down at the Force Center down there when it was called the Force Center down in Immokalee, Florida, and that was awesome. Hanging off the side of a little bird and
I
shooting
could not justify the cost this time, but
Oh, it's gone way up. Back then, it was back when they first started doing it. It was actually fairly reasonable, and it was just phenomenal. I haven't done it again since. I'd love to. It's just I've got to make sure that it's well within the funds.
so that's the thing, Louis, is that so Louis asked if or rather stated,
Yeah.
I always wondered how the helos don't blow BBs every which way. There's enough downdraft from the from the main rotor that they really should. But the BBs are flying out. Keep in mind that like on the low end, they're flying at 400 feet per second. So by the time they've flown out, it takes them, a less than a tenth of a second to escape the direct downdraft from the main rotor. That they'll fly relatively true.
They do.
Especially if you've got something like the M4 AK platform, anything with a decently long barrel where the hop up is getting the BB is like flowing properly. The downdraft will have an effect on them, but if you're watching where your BBs are flying with any kind of accuracy, you're going to still be able to compensate for that.
Oh, and they hit the target. You can hit your targets. I know I did. That too, and then dropping grenades from the helicopter too are always fun.
Now that's the cool thing. Now, what I don't know if anybody in Chaos Company or any of the folks that we're going to be hanging out with much have gotten a helo ticket, but if they have, I have a GoPro that I will zip tie if I have to get like onto their gun, onto their person, onto the fucking skids of the aircraft. I want helo footage.
Yep. Just wear the GoPro and if you're going on it, yep, get the helo footage. I know it's always cool, and there's always is somebody who gets the helo footage and posts it on social media.
Yeah, but I want it to be my helo footage on my social medias. I want the views.
So why don't you get yourself a GoPro before then?
I have 4. I just need a place to put them. I need a
you want to put it on somebody who you know is going up. I got it. I got you. You know who's going up. Yeah, that should be hard to. If you post on the Chaos page, you should find it.
Yes, Louis, your Real Steel Mac 11 MG is something that we need to shoot. Maybe not at an event. Let's find like an actual gun range that we can shoot it at.
He's talking about shooting me with it. Now, Louis, so Big Louis here, he has a son, Little Louis. Little Louis is actually a sponsored player for NuBreed Airsoft, and the kid's a little dynamo. He has more integrity in his little pinky than any one of those 20, 25-year-olds out there on the field. The kid is awesome.
I remember you talking to him or talking about him at Future Wars. He's pretty impressive to watch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, his little buddies when he showed up with his little Delta Force team that he had, they were just awesome to watch them move and zigzag up. Of course, Dad was in the back trying to follow them. He looked like he was winded all the time.
I mean, how old is Little Louis?
Little Louis is 8, I think. No, maybe 9. No, I think he's a little older now. How old is Louis? How's Little Louis? I know Louis had a problem because he thought he was going to get in trouble because it was there. I said, no, as long as you got permission from the event producer, you're golden. So, and plus also the fact that he's not like, him and his friends are not like your typical kids out there. They were mini adults out there having a blast. I mean, they're just, funny wearing the oversized, vests and stuff out there, but they moved like they were practicing that for years. It was awesome.
Yeah, I love seeing it when kids are taking up the mantle and honestly being more professional about any kind of pursuit. Podcast. So Little Louis is 10. Excellent. Whether that's in in airsoft, whether that's in motorsports, whether that's in any pursuit where young kids have the drive to pursue it. I love seeing that. That shows that um, a category of activity, whether that's a any kind of pastime or hobby, has real is when kids get into it and they decide that that's part of what they want to do as even as young as they are.
Yep. I remember some of the first times we went to the indoor field. We had a place called Combat City in Orlando, and that's where we got introduced to. That's where I got introduced to playing airsoft hardcore. And I'd go there with a group of guys, and they bring their kids and things like that. And one of the things we used to do is the little kids that were there that were watching us wanted to follow us around. So that it was, they wanted to be a part of a team because we were a team there, and but our goal was not to overkill or whatever, to show them. So we had these little morale patches, the little Punisher morale patches, little square morale that we'd give to them. So next time
Oh,
they
that's
showed up,
awesome.
if they came back, some were there for birthday parties, and if they came back, they just run with us, and that
Dude,
it
that's
was
cool.
definitely that's what we do every time. And then we also, it was Team Punisher was our team back then. And so as Team Punisher today, we still do that at events. We will find that one kid who's there with his dad or his mom, and whether it's a girl or boy, whatever, out there having a good time playing, and they're playing with secondhand guns or something like that. We'll flat out pick one out, the one with the best integrity and best honor and stuff like that, and um, give him a gun, give him a brand new gun. And well, it's a tradition now, but it's definitely worthwhile, especially when you see grandma or grandpa start crying because you gave their grandson or somebody. And that happened. It really happened. Choked me up. Still does to this day. But that stuff like that makes it well worthwhile.
Especially when you take into account the mentality that parents or grandparents have to have when their kid or their grandkid is coming up saying, hey, I really want to go do this thing, and the parents or grandparents are apprehensive and saying, oh, hey, these are a bunch of adults or these are a bunch of teenagers, like whereas like they think that we won't make a space for them,
Right.
but we, especially if they're following the rules, if they have the energy for it, dude, we'll absolutely make a space for them because we want to
Oh yeah.
bring kids into it as well. We're not
Oh
exactly
yeah.
like cigarette manufacturers trying to like, oh, hey, if we get them addicted now, then they'll be, customers for life. Um, but if we get them, bring them into the scene and show them the ropes and how to be a team player and how to enjoy the sport, then yeah, they'll enjoy the sport and they'll be customers for life.
Oh yeah. 100%. And that's what we need to do to keep the sport alive. Is we got to keep bringing them up to the level, to this level or to this abilities. And
Absolutely.
it's a fun sport. I mean, granted, I'm an old fart and stuff like that. I enjoy the milsim aspect of it. I enjoy being in command. I enjoy going to the events and running, doing the special missions and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not out there just to shoot shoot as much as I can. I'm out there to have fun too. And
Oh, for sure.
it's the sport itself, and the whole community is awesome. Definitely, whole community is awesome. And and see somebody new like Louis. I think it's only 2 years now. I think look, he's been doing NuBreed events and coming to him and stuff. And we have to grow the community. Yep. Plus, what
Well,
kid doesn't want to
Big
throw a hand grenade?
Louie, yeah, Big Louie up here. Like, what kid doesn't want to throw a hand grenade? Dude, you're kidding me,
Hey,
Big Louie. When I was at the military college, that's one thing I wanted to do so much. There was so the military college that I was at, the first week that you were there was before classes started. You were there just to do military stuff. Treated it as much like basic training as you could. And one of the things that they had us do was go to an actual like grenade range that the U.S. Rangers were running. And I thought that we were going to get to throw live hand grenades. Nah, all we got to do was what was like duck and cover, acting like somebody threw a hand grenade at us. The ones they threw at us weren't even live grenades. But yeah, what kid doesn't want to throw a hand grenade? What
nope.
what 18-year-old
Oh,
doesn't want to throw a hand
no,
grenade?
want to
What
blow
40-year-old
shit,
didn't want a hand
up.
grenade?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's it? We
push
don't want to
that
blow
age up
shit
a
up.
bit.
Yep. Speaking of which, I don't know if you remember. You've been involved with Airsoft for a while. You remember the MK5 sticks, the
That must
grenade
have been
sticks,
in the period of
MK5?
time when I wasn't playing.
It's possible. So it was back in 2000. I think I was introduced him in 2016 when I first went to my first Milsim event. Yes,
Yeah,
it
that was in the
was. It
period where I
was.
wasn't playing.
Yeah, 2016, 2017 is when they came out, and they were. I don't know who made them. Maybe it was Enola Gay. I think that it's possibility they did. But anyways, they were about 8 inches long, a stick, a fire stick, and you had a striker, and you pulled the cap off, struck it, and threw it, and it was
8 inches.
Yeah, 8 inches. No, they were good size. Now they're a little smaller, but anyways, they're coming back. The MK5s are coming back, but they've got the pull ring like a grenade now. So
Oh,
pull
cool.
it and you throw it. So which is awesome. But also they remanufactured the EG67s to be more in line with the what is it? What part of the feds is that?
ATF.
The ATF,
Zero
yeah, to be more
back
in
and
line with the
firearms.
ATF rules, and they're coming back. We saw them at SHOT Show. So last week, I was at SHOT Show with Mark.
I gotta step away for a second. You talk about SHOT Show. I'm
Okay,
gonna mute this microphone and
sure. Yep. So, anyways, I was at you're muted now. I was at SHOT Show last week with Mark Sirens and SHOT Show in Vegas, Las Vegas. Was my first time to Vegas, and the one word to describe it that CRISPR used all the time was overwhelming. There were 2,700 vendors there for the firearm industry, from manufacturers to companies that sold the guns to who um, God dang it, what's the word I'm looking for? Put the pew-pews together, things like that. There were airsoft companies mixed in. There were tons of technical companies. There were companies there for the sheriff's department or for law enforcement. They were there selling their wares or trying to get contracts and stuff. I saw a $2 million MRAP that was there, was set up as a SWAT vehicle. Um, just all kinds of cool stuff there. I posted a lot of pictures on my Facebook page if you want to go look at them. But it was, if you ever get a chance to go to Vegas, go during SHOT Show. Get sponsored by somebody to go there, or become media, or get sponsored by a media company to go there. I know we got sponsored by MS Manufacturer, which is an airsoft Arcturus. There's another new company they have. I can't remember the name of it right now. That's with them, Mutant Cane or something like that. I have one of their patches, whatever it was. Anyways, I have the Arcturus patch, which is cool. I got that. That's a cool patch. And then Evic was there. I got to meet Evic himself. Had a good time. $1,200 gallon gun. I sent you. I want one of the. Just I saw the picture of the Mac 10 you sent me, and I can't. Unfortunately, I don't think I can post it. We'll get booted off. Well, I'm not on TikTok, but yeah, I'm looking at it right here. It's on my screen over there. Anyways, Evic was there, and they had some cool patches, and I'm going to give my set of the Labubu patches to Emma, because she's a big time Labubu fan. I guess you can see them. Those patches. There's a set of 5 of them that Evic had. They gave out, and there was just so many patches. There's so much stuff, and CRISPR's going to get a ton. The EG&G light bar patch. That's a cool patch right there. Because EG&G, everybody, all the big companies had patches and stuff. There was one you had to go each day for all 4 days. You had to go there in order to get the patch, but you had to give them a patch to get a patch. So we kept getting other sponsored patches and giving it to them. And then the last day, I needed 3 patches because Mark couldn't be there last day. He had to get out before the storms hit. So it cost me my Pew Pew at Sea patch, which was the round one from the cruise we have in April every year. So I lost, but that's
one of
right.
these days actually going to have the time off to go to the PPOC.
The PPOC cruise, yeah, the PPOC. It's fun. It's not an actual. We can't go, for those of you hearing it for the first time. There is a Facebook page called Pew Pew at Sea. We do a cruise each year out of Fort Lauderdale. Right this year we're going on the Celebrity, not the Silhouette, the Celebrity. God, I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, one of the Celebrity ships that goes out of Fort Lauderdale, and we're going we go to the Keys first, and then we're going to Bimini this year. Before we went to Bahamas, we've all been to the Bahamas too many times, so we're going to go to Bimini this year, and it's just a group of us who go with your spouses, wives, better halves, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. We go and just hang out, and it's just a blast because we crack on each other, and we don't go play airsoft. Although there was an airsoft. There was a paintball place in Bahamas we were trying to bring airsoft into, and it hasn't quite panned out yet. Only because trying to get stuff shipped in for that, especially into Bahamas, is hard. And it's even harder now with all the garbage going on. But if you haven't been on a cruise or want to go with just a bunch of people with the same mindset and have a blast and just crack on each other, it's my birthday every night on the cruise, even though I don't condone it. But I get free extra dessert. But
All
usually
right.
they give it to you anyways.
One
So
eye,
it's,
you are excused from watching while you're at the gym. However, anytime you are on a treadmill or any kind of aerobic machine, you should actually be like listening at the very least if you're not like participating. So you get half that. That's um it,
what? Really? Can he even, did he have to bring his walker to get on the treadmill?
no. He can walk the without the walker.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
However, he does have to use it when he goes between the weight machines though.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
He has to have the walker for that. Okay, got it. Yeah. Does
all
he?
right,
Do you have the
Louis, I
you have the
love
cool
your
chainsaws?
idea. So, Louis, what we need to do is, don't most of those boats have like a nightclub or something that's on the boat?
They do. They have plenty of nightclubs on the boat. That would actually, I know where you're going with that. That would actually be pretty cool, like a
Yeah.
laser
Well,
tag at a
I
nightclub.
I mean, laser tag, sure. However,
Or
I'm kind of tailgating off of Louis' idea here. Airsoft cruise, that is an event where you play on the boat. We
and
could at least
don't
be able
think
to
we
take.
haven't looked into that. I don't think we haven't looked into that because we have, and
We
we've
just need to
already
get
Mark said this.
we just need to get the entire cruise, the entire boat booked with airsoft folks, and tell them, hey, look, the only people who are going to be here are airsoft people. So let us use one of the nightclubs. Um, I'll need them to play the club theme from Blade and Zombie Nation just on repeat. I'm sure I can think of like three or four others if you give me a few minutes. And yes, have an airsoft arena in the boat, like, and then use the biodegradable BBs like we all like to use, like TCA events require, like a lot of the outdoor spaces require, and then they can just sweep them off the boat and nobody is really going to be offended except for the fish.
That's true. That is very true. But if you biodegradable, you don't have to worry about it. Make sure they're all biodegradable. By the way, Louis, yes, 100%. And the FFL is not that hard to get. You just have to have the cash. That's all. Because
Uh,
they actually have places you can sign up there at SHOT Show to get your FFL. So cool.
there's a
I'll be
so
the plus one.
I spent a little bit of time most days just kind of cruising through Google Maps. There's a spot on the Bikini Atoll that actually is an airsoft field. Like that is like, so you're on the opposite edge of the Bikini Atoll from where they dropped the atomic bombs. But there's an international airport, and like a mile away from the international airport is an airsoft field on the water. So like if you're enough, then
Ooh.
your rounds that you miss end up in the Pacific Ocean. Uh, don't think I didn't look at getting tickets. They they're expensive,
Oh,
and
I'm sure.
they take
Well,
like 2 days to get there from Atlanta.
back before COVID hit, um, it was, I think it was G&G. G&G had sent invites. It was September of just the year before COVID, or it was actually happened during COVID where it got canceled, but to go play Milsim in Russia. And G&G would, depending on what you pay, it was like $4,500 to get there and everything, which includes your room and board also. But it also gave you, didn't include your food or anything. But G&G, or if I'm pretty sure it was G&G, would supply you with what you needed, the gear and all that stuff, so you didn't have to bring it with you. They would have it there already, type of thing for you to use there. And I actually considered doing it, and then of course COVID hit and screwed the pooch on all that. So, but
Nah.
I would have liked to have done it, but now there's no chance. there's just no chance of going over to do that in Russia right now. They're all
But well,
busy.
I did hear that you can get a key to, or that you can get a ticket to Kiev, and you can play airsoft for real.
Yep.
The
With
only
the
downside is that the other side calls their hits with blood.
yeah, yeah, you definitely, yeah. You can't miss calling your hits on those. Well, you may not call your hit. You may not call your hit. You're just not gonna. You're just gonna play dead or be dead. Wow. Wow. I can't believe I said that. Yeah. The other thing is too is we got airsoft. I think it was already in the works before the war, but airsoft, the idea of drones and grenades dropping from drones. So airsoft grenades being from drones is now thing
now a
at
reality.
Airsoft Milsim events. Yes, is now a thing. So I
So
was like,
we're getting
holy
back
smoke.
into the real world equals like war equals innovation, just like the space race equals innovation in so many ways. There were so many innovations that came out of the Second World War that affected how we lived our lives in the 50s and 60s. Now we're seeing the effects of the invasion of Ukraine impacting airsoft, or rather, airsoft has impacted the war in Ukraine, because now we're dropping grenades from drones.
Yep. Yep. Oh, I know. I know. It's just good guys. And the mortar systems we're using now too. Innovation, what was it Innovation Systems? I forget who it was. We got to use the drones at the last Blakely, Georgia, at Gladius, Operation Gladius in Blakely, Georgia.
There
That's
you
where we
go.
got to use the mortar system. That was awesome. We got trained. We had to be trained like you would on a real mortar system, and all of the verbiage that you had, the commands you had to use, or all the saber you use in real steel. It was just so much fun. I mean, we got to use it in the one of the night tier ones, one of the tier one events. So it was
That's
very cool. I basically was there sitting on a couch, me and Mark and somebody else. And Justin was there, and Emma was there, and Christian was there, and Sal walks up and goes, "I need you, you, and you. Come with me." It's like, okay, what are we doing? And sure enough, we got to do the tier one and hit our targets. It was awesome.
Louis, I don't know if it's 1989 in Moscow still. I don't know if like bringing your suitcase full of Levi's jeans is going to quite work the same. Besides, if they tried to, I'm pretty sure they would just give you rubles. They might give you Pepsi, which
They'll,
you can
they'll
then
take
trade
they'll
for
take one
vodka.
look at him. They'll take one hit look at him, and they'll draft him right away and put him on the front line.
True. Well, they'll see little Louis running around in the woods and be like, "Nah, East good." I don't know how it mixed like Russian and German just then, but that's what
That
happens.
was actually
I
pretty
haven't done my
good.
Duolingo today.
I was impressed. I was impressed. Here's one of the other patches that I got from TNVC, one of the night vision companies. There was a lot of night
Dude,
vision companies there, and
does
the
the
new
skull glow in the
digital.
dark?
What's that? Yeah, it looks like it
It
does
looks
glow in
like
the
the
dark.
skull glows in
Yeah,
the dark.
yeah, it probably does. Let's see here. Let me see something here. I'll put it on my little LED lights up here. But yeah, there were a lot of night vision there. There were also a lot of the new digital night vision there, which were pretty impressive. Faiachi, if you know Faiachi, they're always trying to contact airsofters to demo their gear. They'll send you free gear, free flashlights and red dots and things like that to demo and get them either posted or whatever it was. So we met one of the owners for Faiachi was there at SHOT Show. He had probably one of the smaller tables there too, but he was showing off the new a colored night vision. So you could actually see
Why's
the
it gotta be the
uniform.
colored night vision?
What's that? What's that?
I said, why's it gotta be the colored night vision?
Colored meaning as in multicolored, not the LGBTQ version of night vision, but the color. Wow,
I
isn't
look
that
through
true?
this sleep with.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry, Wiener. This is just what happens when I get on
right
the
now, the only thing I'm sleeping with is my dachshunds. That's about it right now. I got two wiener dogs, but they're more like kielbasa's because I got them.
Oh, of course, Wiener has wiener dogs too.
That's right. That's right. That was the first thing when I left. Let's see, when I started working for this company here and was traveling a lot and stuff like that. I got my very first. I got settled where I was going to be at with the new company, which was pretty much territory I had with my previous company, but I wasn't working on medical equipment at the time. With the other company, it was digital data storage.
So I've got
Let's
to
see.
ask, since you do have wiener dogs, do they
Yes.
have bun costumes that they wear
Yes.
for Halloween?
No, I put a. That's funny. Yes, they do have them, but mine don't. Mine don't have them. Mine actually have tactical vests. And Gracie, my little girl, she has what is the Hello Kitty? She has a little Hello Kitty patch on the back of her vest, which is funny as hell. So
That's
no, they don't have.
appropriate.
But they do have tactical vests that they've kind of outgrown already, so they haven't had them on in a while. But they're back on losing weight kick. So we'll see what happens once it gets warm again down here because it's a little too cold. We're talking right now. It's outside. It's 65 degrees in my man cave right now. I know it's going to be supposed to be like high 20s tonight here, and I'm down here in Central Florida on the East Coast. So it's going to
I
be
think
up
it's getting down
up
into
by
the
you
teens in middle
for you
Georgia.
guys. Yep, that's what I've heard too. Oh man, So real quick, let me go over these real quick. Some of these real quick. If you're into ghost hunting, go check out crescentsanitarium.com, which is this right here, which I'll post on here again as soon as they got under captions. I just did it. There it is. Show. So it's going to be in the stream there. Crescent Sanitarium. They're going to have airsoft events and paranormal activity events and a big haunted house and stuff up there because it is a haunted field. But you got Scorched Earth coming on May 20th. You've got Syndicate
And a
4
Metallica
coming in.
concert.
Oh, March, excuse me. That was March 20th for Scorched Earth 3. And then May 15th, you've got Syndicate 6. I've been to all five, all the previous 5 syndicates. And then I've been to the last 2 Geigerlands, which is like a Fallout type game that they're going to have there. But all those events are listed on the webpage I'm showing you right there, crescentsanitarium.com. Go check it out. Joker of Players Wanted, who owns Players Wanted, owns the sanitarium now. Go check out the page. Go check out the website. It looks awesome. And check out his events. Also coming up, I've got to make sure I mention this, at Extreme Outdoor Battlefield Orlando, east side of Orlando, Florida, on Route 13 there, is Gears of War. Excellent field. Go check it out. Come play at it. Tricky's been there. He's played on the field. I don't know if he's coming down for this event, but it's Valentine's weekend. He probably can't.
I got 1 or 2 reasons why I got to stay home.
I gotcha. So, but so anyways, it's Valentine's weekend. It's only the field, because I can go to it. It's only a half hour from it. My son will be coming down from the Panhandle to play in it. Little Reaper, Drew Tingle is my XO for the event. I am the CO for the military side, the gear side. We're going to be going up against civilians. Get your tickets now while you can. They're selling out. They're selling hot, which should be cool. I guess there's a lot of single people out there, a lot of people whose significant others won't want to come play. Will be going to play Airsoft on Valentine's Day, but it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I see exactly what's going on here. This is what happens when the guys that are in long-term or girls who are in long-term relationships finally talk their significant others into coming to play for an event. They've said, hey, you know what would be actually really fun way to enhance our relationship and really like show that we are a strong relationship is if we can go as a team of 2. Yeah, we'll join another team, but the 2 of us will be on our own frequency and we'll hunt together. And I don't know if there's a symbol of a stronger bond of people than the couple that kills together. The couple that kills together stays together because of statute of limitations.
That's simulated killing. That's Airsoft. So that yes, Louis, you get to meet my son, who's he's not that, he's little, he's slim like you are, probably about the same height as you. But yeah, he's actually coming into town. He will be there for that. So he got rid of all of his significant others. So he's coming down. He's coming down for the weekend.
Well, all of his significant others. Like, how many did he have?
What's that? My son. How many significant others my son have? There were two that I know of with 2 kids. So,
all right.
I've got 2 grandkids on his side, and my daughter and her husband, they don't play. They're doing their thing up there in St. Augustine. So I've got 2 grandkids with them. I was 3, but that's a different story. That's the story for another day. But anyways, so that weekend, Valentine's weekend, Gears of War, go check it out. Extreme Outdoor Battlefield Orlando. Let's see. I know I have the link for that here. Let me post that on here. That way it shows up in the stream. When you go back and watch the recording, you can pull that information. Where did you go? KJG Diddle. Don't forget if you tickets. There it is, right there. There we go. Whoops. Did I mess that up? Show. There we go. Hit hide again. Gears of War Untold Battles, Outdoor Extreme Battlefield Orlando. Facebook page is right there. Go check it out. It's going to be awesome. Let's see if I can copy this. Let's see. Let me copy. Nope. It'll trash it. I don't want to do that. Nope. I can edit it. I just can't copy it. So I was going to copy and put it in the chat. But that's all right. It's right there. It tells you where to go. Gears of Battle, Untold Stories, Facebook. It's going to be awesome. It is based on the comic book, Gears of War, and the video game. So it'll be a lot of fun. There's going to be some fun, it's going to be some fun times there. And, maybe we'll have somebody out there selling roses or something like that. So you can, if you came without your significant other, you can bring some roses home to them when you go back home. So, because it is Valentine's weekend. And you never know, because Desi and Jenny are going to be there. They're the couple who own Extreme Outdoor Battlefield Orlando, and they'll be there playing too. So, but they play together. So they're awesome. They're definitely awesome. And don't forget Dante the cat, the guard dog cat.
Yes,
Dante,
Dante is
yeah,
Dante is the best part of
that's right.
Extreme Outdoor Orlando.
Yep, he is. Dante is the mascot for them. He is the coolest black cat I've ever met, and he likes everybody. And he will,
Yes.
if you leave your windows open in your car, he will check your car out. He will try to sniff it out for certain things that you're not maybe not supposed to have in your car. He'll take them to steal them and bring it to Desi. So, anyways, so that's what's going on that Valentine's weekend next month. Next month's like right around the corner. January's already gone goodbye.
Are you
First
kidding
month
me?
of 26.
It's this coming Sunday. It's in like 4 days.
Yeah, what's that? Oh yeah, yes, the new
February.
month. The new month. That means all my bills are due again. So, yep. And I was gonna bring. I bought a new toy hauler. Oh, not a new, but it's a new to me. But it's a 2021 41-foot toy hauler that I got bumper pull that I bought. But it's up in St. Augustine with my daughter, and I was gonna bring it and use it at Gears of War, but I live less than a half hour away, so I'm not gonna bring it to there and burn up gas. I can just go home real quick and come back in the morning. So sleep in my own bed. But when the other events that we go to, as long as I can safely drive it to there on a major highway or whatever, or get to there, I'll bring it. Probably, and I don't need it for. So coming up the weekend after is Serious Viking.
So what you're saying is that is that you're going to go pick up the trailer, pick up your toy hauler, and you're going to come to Serious Viking, and you're going to be staying in your toy hauler for Serious Viking.
No, I'm not going to be the toy hauler will not be at Serious Viking because I'm being put up because we're going to be in the there's a special movie they're going to be making there, whether it's a public whatever. If I had the trailer, you can come stay in it too. Save you guys money. You're welcome to come stay in there. But
I
if I
appreciate
brought it
it.
up,
I'm just
but
going
I
to go
will
back to
have
my
it.
house where I can sleep in my
Oh,
own
that's
bed
right.
and,
You're
take
right
a
there.
shower
That's
in my
right.
own house.
That is right. You're right there. You can hang out at the campfire then when we have the campfire. But anyways, I know
That
it's going to
will do.
be at Stonebreaker, which will be at the Government Training Institute, GTI in Barnwell, South Carolina. So it will be there. So I'm not sleeping. I'm never going to sleep in a tent again there, only because I end up tripping over the damn entrance to my tent and screwing my knee up. So I won't be doing that. This way, I'll just trip going up the stairs into my travel trailer. So my toy hauler. Oh man. But anyways, so that weekend after Gears of War is Serious Viking, which we are both on Chaos Company. I am Madness 7, so I'll be in one of the technical companies as a gunner, door gunner, because I was told I had to. I couldn't be in command. Not by, I know they wanted me in command for Serious Viking, but I wanted to be a shooter. I wanted to be a grunt. So this time I'm coming back out of command, going to be in the field. Um, going to be a fun time.
And I'm going to
And
be Bayo's RTO, so
that's
you're going to
right.
hear my voice some more.
Yep, we'll hear your voice on the radios. We'll get the radios all set up. Everybody will have the new style DM32s. Yeah, DM32 radios. I have two or three of them now. I forget
Uh,
how many I have, but
I'm
I've
still
got
rocking
those.
the old school Baofeng, but
I tell you
we'll
what,
see how
those are
that
the
goes.
Bayo Fangs. If you have the old UV5R Bayo Fangs, those things are just workhorses. They are shoot, they've been around forever. And I actually for my company for NuBreed Airsoft, I run 10 of them for my staff and everything. Emma just messaged me.
I've got on my vest. I've got 3 that I always run.
You run 3 on your vest? Yeah, because you're an RTO. That's why. Let's see back. I know I just got a message. There it is. Where'd it go? Up here. Got 2 messages on Facebook. So anyways, wow, people, we made it 1 hour. It's 8:01 now. Emma, she just reacted to my message. So anyways, Emma, in case you hadn't heard, I think you're listening now. I'm not sure. I do have the Labubus that you guys like. I got the 5 Labubus for you. I have no use. I mean, I like the patches, but I don't have a place to put them. So you're going to be taking care of them for me. That's the way. I guess the best way to do it. If if they become worth any money, you better share that with me. I'm kidding. They're yours. So I've
Did
got them right here.
Labubu's ever become like a thing to actually be valuable?
I think so. I think Labubu is Emma will be able to answer that. Emma and Christian will be able to answer that. So heck yeah. It should be funny. I wonder how many people are watching. We're up to 4 people watching now. That's awesome. It
All
is,
right.
yeah. It's 4 on NuBreed. So whoever was watching on Shadow Legion, which was probably Anthony or you, went away. So they got 2 NuBreed on YouTube and 2 on Facebook. So that's kind of cool. So other than that, looks like we've come to an end. I don't know where this hour went. Tricky, you did a good job. Kept us
I
entertained for an hour. It's actually
appreciate it.
it was kind of subdued a little bit because when Justin and I are on here, it's almost no holds barred to a certain extent, and then everybody's in the chat and stuff going on. So it's actually kind of cool because I did kind of follow a little bit of a format. I mean, we're like controlled chaos with a little bit of structure is what the Weiner Wolf show is. Hopefully soon we'll have an intro and outro. I'll probably work on that here a little bit. Good God, where'd that picture come up from 9 years ago? It's a picture of me at the women's prison down in South Florida that we got to go to. Oh man, haven't seen that guy in a while. There's Richard. Not Richard, which is Richard Armentrout. Rich Armentrout, he's there. There's me wearing tan too of all colors. It's the what I don't even remember what camo that was, but that's 9 years ago when I did that prison game down in South Florida. But it wasn't the Force Center. It was actually a women's prison that actually somebody set fire to back about 3 or 4 years ago. But yep. Oh, Kevin Walker, Kevin Walker's birthday's today. Oh shit! So CRISPR, happy birthday! I didn't realize that. I just popped up on my stream. You're saying it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, Mr. CRISPR, Mr. Walker. Yes, we got your patches too. I got a ton of them for you. I got a whole bag here. I'm gonna bring you at Serious Viking. We'll get them to you. So tan doesn't match your complexion. Actually, I look pretty good in tan because I'm wearing the good stuff. So
Joe is asking if we're going to be at Wayne's World this year.
who asked me?
Elliot.
Joe, are you going to go to Wayne's World this year? You're talking for Wasteland, one of the half games, the half year games, the 1 day game. Yeah, more than likely, yes. Sorry, Joe, I didn't see your message till just now. But yes, we'll be at Wayne's World this year for Max Game. That's Mind Games Productions. He puts on a Wasteland game every year. 2 Wasteland games. One's a half game. They call it like the half year game. So it's only 1 day. And then he has this 3-day event that he has there at Wayne's World in Ocala. So that's an awesome event. They just did a Star Wars version of the game last weekend, I think. I know Emma and Christian went to it. Christian's big time into the LARPing, those type of LARPing games. Actually, all Milsim are LARPing anyways, but those are, like I said, the Fallout type games are definitely a lot of fun. If you've never been to them, I'm an old guy, so I'm really old. But I had a blast going to those games too, doing the playing characters and stuff. So it's definitely way cool. Usually I'm part of the security forces and stuff, or we're going and stealing stuff from other factions at those type of events. But if you've never been to one, don't say nay. Go check it out. It's actually a lot of fun. I learned where all the I guess when my kids were in school, they called them emo kids. So I learned where all the emo kids go after they grow up and become adults or supposed adults. Yeah, I'm supposed to be the supposed adult too, but I'm probably one of the biggest kids. It's what?
They go to the Ren Fair and they go to LARP events.
Yes, Ren Fair and LARP. Yeah, definitely the Ren Fair. I want to go to one of those. I heard you guys have a killer one up there, so maybe next time you go, maybe I'll come up for it. That would be definitely cool.
Ren Fair?
Yeah, Ren Fair. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yes,
I'll dress up.
I'm on a first name basis with everybody that is at the Georgia Ren Fair. It is worth going to. They have themed events. The Ren Fair was recently bought out by the same company that runs the Maryland and New York Ren Fairs, if I'm remembering correctly. They have excellent. They have great food, and really the point of a Ren Fair is to go there in your costume and drink. Really.
Right. Definitely. Well, and hang out with people and meet new people. I mean, that's one of my biggest things I love to do. So, I mean, I may not be much of a drinker. Hey, as long as I got my Monster there, my Monster Rehab. By the way, I'm looking for a Monster sponsorship, so come check it out. Monster, if you're watching this, we need a sponsorship. I got a case, I got 2 cases in my fridge of the Rehab.
As much of a Monster drinker as you are, have you heard that they're coming out with a 250th anniversary edition?
For Monster? No, I have not heard that.
Yes. There's and wear a sword. You're exactly right. I'll have to try out the Tampa's Ren Fair. But yeah, there's a 250th anniversary of in honor of the 250th anniversary of our country, which is happening this year. Monsters a red, white, and blue edition 250th Monster Energy. I have no idea what it's going to taste like. I'm assuming it's going to taste like freedom.
Well, I tell you, that's cool. I do like their. They have the zero sugar ones, but this I actually got approval from my coach. Whoop, there he is. He just showed up. I'm just now seeing this. That's Papa Reese, Greg, Papa Reese, Deaded Outfitters, one of my major sponsors. He birthday's almost over. I got to make sure I say happy birthday to him. That's right. I can't believe we missed Christopher's birthday. Anyways, it's all right. We're getting ready to end the show anyway, so I'll get you on next week, and I'll call you first and let you know there. But if Justin can't be on, I'll get both of you guys back. You can definitely come back, Tricky. No problem at all. We'll definitely bring you back on again. And then we'll get Papa on here because Papa's a trip and a half when he gets on here, especially when he brings out the little old Jewish lady.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out.
Yep. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We'll be back next week, the same time, 7:00 on Thursday night, where we do our show every Thursday night. So it's getting popular. Like I said, I'm going to work on. I got to really get this intro and outro done because it's really boring to see a countdown with nothing playing or no video and stuff like that. So we'll get it going. We'll get that going here now that I got Steve Ash back on board, which is awesome. So anyways, again, Tricky, thank you so much. Everybody have a great evening. Be safe. See you all next week. Stay warm this weekend for you guys down here in the South who can't or not used to this cold. There's going to be ice on the roads and all that stuff. They're expecting some snow flurries on the coast where I'm at. The flurries won't be sticking or anything like that. I understand that. I know I like going to the snow. I've done it with all my companies heading up north. I was in Boston through some of the coldest areas with my company for training. But you people down here in Florida, drive careful. No bright lights during the flurries. That's right. Watch out for the what?
Watch out for the lizards.
Oh, the iguanas, the big iguanas. That's further south from me. I don't have many up here, but Mark's house, you right there on that road. He has a road there. If it's warm out and stuff like that, you could see 50 of them just laying along the side of the road down that 1 mile stretch, easily 50 to 100. And then when it's cold, you'll see them fall out of the trees dead. Well, actually not dead. They're kind of like in a state of what do you call that when they're alive but they're frozen stiff, and then they come back a hibernation state. I guess that's a hibernation thing.
Yeah, hibernation sounds right.
Hibernation sounds better. That sounds better. Yeah, it sounds like I know a little bit more than I do. New Jersey, too much snow. I see that. Yep, too much snow in Jersey. Papa's his daddy, Louis. You actually have a daddy, Louis? I thought you were just hatched out of an egg. Let's see here. Let's see.
Iguanas don't need Narcan.
Yeah, no,
man. I think they might need some Narcan if they're sitting on the side of the road.
I don't know. I had an ex-wife who still loves iguanas. Actually, she's back with the ferrets and stuff like that.
I thought you were going to say that she loves Narcan.
Yeah, no, well that too, but no, I can't say that. My second ex-wife. She's actually been pretty decent. The first one fell off the face of the earth. Anyway, did I say that out loud? Sorry about that. I guess I got to keep that to myself. But it's been years. But I don't even know if my kids are watching this. They'll laugh. They'll get a kick out of it. But where was I going with this crap before my ADD kicked in? I have bad ADD, so it kicks in and I start going all over the place again.
So we were telling everybody to have a good night, be safe, don't add to the population, don't from the population, don't end up in the hospital, the news, or jail. If you end up in jail, establish dominance quickly. We'll see you on Monday.
And get your exes spayed and neutered. That's from Bob Barker. See y'all later. Have a good one. See you next week. Bye. Stick around.